Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that.
Yo, it's B Class with the classic codes. Hey, we getting straight to it today. Anton Daniels did a quick live covering a pretty dope topic, so I wanted to chime in and join the conversation with my brother Anton, man. So let's see what bro talking about. We ain't gonna waste no time. Let's go.
AntonDaniels.com. I appreciate you guys for continuing to rock with me. Ladies, I want to have a conversation with you guys because I want to really make it clear of exactly what's going on out here, because all of y'all seem like y'all confused. Everybody seems like they don't understand relationship dynamics, even though we have a history of it. We can look back in the past. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you. What's your name? Ivy. Man, nice to meet you, bro. Yeah, that's what's up. Nice to meet you, bro. Yeah, I'm always here, man. Thank you, bro. God bless you, big dog. Yep. Ladies, we got to have a conversation because I want to bring y'all to the front of the congregation, and I want y'all to understand the dynamics of what's happening.
All right, let me stop real quick. For anybody that's watching my channel that don't know about Anton Daniels, for the most part, y'all should just go tap in. I ain't finna give y'all no synopsis. Shout out to Anton. I'm gonna just say this, give y'all a quick disclaimer before he starts on whatever diatribe he's about to go on. It's different hearing conversation or hearing a monologue from a man who has been married for 20 years, because a lot of women aren't accustomed to talking to men who don't want shit from them. Anton don't want nothing from y'all. So he speaks very freely because he not still out here looking. You see what I'm saying? So just wanted to let y'all know he gonna be very direct. Let's do it.
What's happening right now? Y'all acting confused. You acting like you don't understand. Well, let me give you a little bit of insight about how men change, because I understand that y'all have your own, and you a strong woman. And I seen a video the other day of a woman that was basically saying, yo, men are mad because women don't depend on them anymore and all of this other type of stuff. I seen another video of a woman that was basically saying that men can't handle women when they're super transparent and all of that. I seen a completely different video of another woman saying this and another woman saying that. I don't think y'all realize that we don't give a fuck. Like, we truly don't care. If you decide that you want to be a super special woman and you want to be this, or you want to pay your own bills, okay. If you think that you want to be the type of woman that want to be more promiscuous and you want to have a man over here, a man over there, cool. That's awesome too. If you want to be the type of woman that wants to be, a girly's girl, or you want to be a tomboy, guys are not in a space to where they think that they have to make sure that you feel better about yourself, or they're not going to ever. That is not the nature of a man, unless you are a simp. And we are rooting them out one by one. And even as simps, I'm going to give y'all a little secret, lady. Even the guys that are simping for you, even the guys that are sitting here telling you what you want to hear, they're just doing that. If you haven't learned anything from all of the guys that was selling y'all courses and writing the books and all of that stuff, what you're not really understanding is that they are just like all of the rest of the guys. And nobody cares. The only person that got finessed in that situation, the only people that get finessed when you go on these shows or you go on these podcasts and all of that stuff, is you. You're the one that lose. You're the one that keep buying the books. You're the one that keep looking for a community.
Let me tap in. So I'm gonna disagree with Anton slightly. There is a such thing as the simp that don't know better for real. It's a lot of them. There's some simps that genuinely don't know better. They really think like they with their whole heart. They don't be pandering. They be sincere. But Anton not wrong though. It's so many people out here obviously pandering, and you see the females in the comments just going for it. Oh my God, I can't wait to run into a man who think like this. Shorty, it's an illusion. Your dream. Anton giving away too much game. Hold on.
I see a bunch of these divorced women. Now they making videos. Oh man, I would have never did this. I would have never did that. We know that you only making videos because you are hurt. You are broken. And yes, guys get hurt and guys get broken a lot of times, but we get over it way faster. We make adjustments. Yeah, family court laws are still fucked up. And so guys ultimately they give up half of their stuff, and we're gonna still have that conversation about how family court laws need to change, but they adjust and they move on and they figure it out. If they go homeless and they go broke, guess what? They sleep in their car for a little bit and then they recover and they grind and they hustle and then they figure it out and they come back stronger. You know why? Because society don't give a fuck about us. And so we've all
Hey, the great poet Kevin Gates once said, outside of God, there's no safe haven for men like us. I'm gonna leave that right there. He ain't lying.
already adapted hundreds and thousands of years of realizing that society don't give a fuck about us. We've adapted. So even though we love harder, and we do love harder, and we're stronger and we're faster and we're more emotionally understood, just because we don't talk a lot in the past does not mean that we don't think we're not smarter than y'all and we're not wiser than y'all, and we all of that, right? And this is not a diss to women, because I absolutely believe that women are one of the most beautiful creations that's ever came on this earth. I mean, if you put the right woman in the right situation and she got her mind right, it could be one of the most incredible tools that God has ever created. And yes, you are a fucking tool, because
I'm gonna stop right there real fast just to say, Anton is saying this, and a defensive woman would be ready to jump in and step on all of the work that he putting in right now and all of the truth that he giving out. A defensive woman will want to step in and jump on step on all the work that he putting out. But I gotta say, it's credence to what he's saying though, because we figure it out. We don't have a choice. I think a lot of times women get away with being emotional and people acquiesce to the emotion. And so they find that to be their problem solver, the way out. If I play victim, they find ways out. We don't get ways out. We have to figure it out. It's a fundamental difference. And we do love significantly harder. If we didn't, they never would have put us out to get them welfare checks. Because let them have said, you got to put the woman out the house and we going to send y'all a monthly. You think we was putting our woman and kids out the house for a monthly? For a little monthly little pickup? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Go ahead, Anton.
God created you to be a helpmeet, not the one that's in the front. So shut the fuck up. And what you don't realize is that God.
That's another thing too. Him pointing out that we faster, stronger, smarter, all of that. Why wouldn't we be? If we were created to be the leaders, why wouldn't we be? Don't be mad at the truth. And he's discussing nature's design. If you mad at him and what he's saying, because it ain't just him, if you're mad at what he's saying, you literally mad at God. This is nature's design.
Guys, eventually they move on and they don't care. They don't care. We adjust. And either you're going to be on the team or you're going to move out of the way. But either way, it's another one that's coming down the street and we're going to slot you accordingly. If you want to live your life a particular way, okay, we'll slot you this way, or we'll just keep on moving, or we'll wait for another one. And it's always going to be another you. It's always going to be another you, but you'll be hard pressed. And this is just the God's honest truth. I'm not saying this on behalf of men. I don't speak on behalf of men. I'm telling you how guys think and how we've adjusted. And what you see today is not guys that are mad at women. It's guys that find you get to see our inner thoughts of how we view you, but that doesn't necessarily translate into how we live our life, right? If I say, man, women are crazy and they need to be held accountable, and this chick is for the streets or whatever, it doesn't mean that I hate women, because I have a whole lot of women that is on my team, a whole lot of women that surround me. I employ majority women. The women that are around me are not like the women that I'm holding accountable, which is why I'm able to easily see what the thing is that women shouldn't be.
Let me tap in real quick. Acknowledging reality does not make you bitter. Acknowledging reality does not make you hurt. Acknowledging the ratio of women that get it to the ratio of women that don't get it does not make you anything except for a person who is a realist, a person who accepts what it is in front of them. If we all decided to address what it is, we'd be able to move forward with correcting it. But because we have so many people that opt to operate in delusion, the progress is a crawl. It's a crawl.
Like,
and if we're progressing at all. Go ahead, Anton, cook.
So it doesn't mean that you hate women. It means that you are holding them accountable because you want the best for them. Because we hold you accountable, it doesn't mean that we hate you. It's like children. You don't discipline your children because you hate them. You discipline your children because they're wrong and you want them to do better. So you translating it a certain way, and I understand, because even children will think that their parents hate them and they want to run away from home. And all I see today amongst these women are big children. They are big complainers, big whiners. And yes, we do hold our guys accountable, and it doesn't mean that we're perfect. But what I see is your turn. It's your turn to catch this L. And I see a lot of women that are not taking responsibility and accountability. Every single time somebody gets divorced, oh my God, he's a narcissist. One of the most overused words.
Hey, I'll be so happy that Anton be saying it, because who hurt you don't work on him. Who hurt you don't work on him. He been with his old lady 20 years. Who hurt you don't work on him. So I just be glad when he say it. I just nod my head. Yup. You say it, because they can't say who. When I say it, they're going to say who hurt you. I can't say I've been married 20 years, so they're going to say who hurt you. They're going to put who hurt you on me. But when he said, you got to let it walk. You got to let it walk like the two of spades when you cutting early on a book.
That I've ever seen in my entire life, and you got to grow up. You got to grow the fuck up. Tough love. If you want results, stop saying that you don't want a man. You a fucking liar. It's in your DNA. It's in your DNA. You shouldn't be doing the same jobs that we're doing, because we've civilized the world and we've made things easier for you. Now you think that you can think like us and that you can operate like us and you don't need a man. You so fucking full of it. You know you.
We been knowing y'all was lying. We been knowing that was a lie. All the females talking about, I'll be happy by myself. I'd rather, no. Because that no. When you got that good job and you making money and all this and that, and you going home to that empty ass condo and that poodle, that shit get old. We know you lying. We been knowing you was lying. For now.
Broken. You know you hurt. You know you chasing. You know the reason why you continue to make videos about how you not broken and how men are this and how men are that. You coping. You're not making the video to make everybody else understand things a little bit differently. You're coping with your situation. And so you need a community to affirm you. And that's what women do. When it should have been your husband, when it should have been the people that was around you that was holding you accountable so that you can get the results. Instead, they enabled your bad behavior. And this is why you're in the situation that you're in. So you cannot continue to do the same thing over and over again and expect to get different results. Yes, there may be a simp here and a simp there. And it may take him some time to wake up. But most of us think the same way, regardless of our socioeconomic status, regardless of our success, regardless of where we are in life, regardless of where we are in America, regardless of where we are in the world. We all think the same. And if you decide that you don't want to rock with us, we don't motherfucking care. I'm telling you, we don't care. It doesn't matter one way or another. Even if we hurt because you leave, guess what? We'll get over it. And we'll create another family. Or we'll find another you or a better version of you. Or if you are 40 and you decide that you want to get out of line, and we'll trade you in for 220s. We'll get change. And we'll get a better version of you. Even if we decide that we don't even want to get another version of you. If we just want to rock out by ourselves, men are less likely to be lonely just because we alone. You need this.
Hey.
This is why you tell.
Listen, hey, it's funny what is true, man. we don't. Yo, I've been saying for the longest, all these females on the internet talking about men ain't this, men ain't that, men nowadays, men this. Let them crash out. Let them crash out. Listen, you remember when you was a shorty and your parents used to make you super mad, but you a kid, you 10 years old, 11 years old, fully dependent. No, you can't work a job. You can't provide shit. You a kid and you get infuriated at your parent. and you try to act like you doing something, being silent or giving them attitude. I remember my mom or my dad, both of them, they'll look at me and be like, that's all right. You're going to need me before I need you. That's how it is. That's how it is. Y'all going to need one of us before we need one of y'all. And that's the cold, hard truth. You can face it or not. It's still going to be true. He ain't lying.
Held so much of your information on TikTok. When you get, it was majority of women that were laid off talking about all this and all that. You are broken and you need to heal, and it is not every other man's fault that you are in the situation that you in. Grow the fuck up so you can get the results. It's not everybody's man's fault. All men don't hate women. Most men don't even give a fuck. Most men don't hate women. Most men don't even hate their situation. They just a little bit more transparent about their thoughts, and that's translating into the thing that you see in the day. I got to take care of business. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to
Big dog Anton, appreciate him, man. But look, let me tap in real quick and just finish up. But just yeah, man, a lot of truth was said there. A lot of harsh truths. But I think the women that are able to see videos like those and embrace those things as true, gain understanding instead of offense, and then make adjustments accordingly, they'll see the results. I mean, that's just what it is. I think that, you know, when you're in a situation, women have the right to deny men the physical aspect of things. You know, certain words I can't use for YouTube, right? They have the right to deny men of the physical aspect of things. But when it comes to like real commitment, settling down, somebody valuing you, taking you under and putting you under their covering and things like that, as far as protection, provision, etc., right? Creating family, all of that stuff. Those choices fall on the man ultimately. And women who refuse to get on a man's program and jump on the internet and constantly talk about how things ought to be and men got to get on the right page and this, that, and the third. I'll tell you what, first off, you're not going to get nowhere with that. Secondly, the only way women would have a chance at getting somewhere with all of that is if they knew how to abstain. But since you guys are not going to go on a celibacy journey and then tell us to follow y'all demands or else no box, that's not going to happen. Because thotry is at an all-time high. Ain't gonna be no movements, ain't gonna be none of that. The ones of y'all that don't want to get in line and be led by a man, we just gonna let y'all crash out. Y'all gonna die alone with a high body count. That's how it's gonna end up going. And we seeing it in celebrity culture now. And the reason why we got to use celebrities because it's people that everybody know, right? But it's a bunch of the women in celebrity culture, been married before, ain't never been married, had different public relationships. Overall, just been going 20, 40 years collecting bodies and ain't got a commitment to speak of. And now they out here creating TV shows trying to catch a nigga. And I'm just watching the crash out. Thought you didn't need us. Thought you was good without us. Rethinking some things, huh? Reality hit hard as hell. Reality hit hard as hell. But man, me and Anton, we done punching down on the truth. Y'all make sure y'all like, subscribe, jump in the comments, whether you agree or disagree. Let's have some great conversations. We just got to crack the codes, man. And like I always say, if you don't do nothing else, stick to the codes. Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Whether the winters were left in the cold.